welcome to the Academy tutorial video on working with linear equations. We're going to do some simple problems today. They're all about making sure that y is the subject of the equation. Okay, so make sure you watch the linear equation theory video before you watch this one, and you'll know that all linear equations have the same form, y equals mx plus c. Okay? But a question may not look like that. So you might not get something as simple as y equals 4x plus 8. You may get something else. So I'm going to teach you how to put it into this form so that you can use it from there. So our first problem is x equals y minus 3 divided by 2. Okay, so how do you get this looking like that? Alright? What you need to do is you need to do a transformation and make y the subject. Okay? So the first thing we do is we times 2 to both sides to get rid of this 2 here. So times 2, and you end up with 2x equals y minus 3. And then you have to plus 3 to both sides to get this 3 off this side. So plus 3 and plus 3. You end up with y equals 2x plus 3. And then you can see that this is in the original form. We can say that the gradient of that graph, of this one here, is 2. And the y-intercept of this graph is this number here, and it's 3. Okay, we'll do another one. What if the equation looks like this? X plus 2 equals 4y. Okay, so there's only one thing you've really got to do here, and that's get rid of the get rid of the 4 in front of the y. To make y the subject of the equation, get it by itself. So we have to divide both sides by 4. Okay, like that. We go y equals x plus 2 divided by 4, but this still doesn't really look like this equation here. So we do a few more things. We know we can do this. We go y equals x over 4 plus 2 over 4. Okay, because it's a plus or a minus, that works. So we now know that if we simplify this, we can say y equals 1 over 4x plus 2. Okay, so now we know the gradient of this graph here that we started off with is 1/4, and the y-intercept is 2. Right. Thirdly, we'll do another one. We go 2x plus 7 equals 3y minus 3. Okay? So remember, the purpose here is to get y by itself. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this number here. So we're going to plus 3 to both sides. Okay, so we've got 2x plus 7 plus 3 equals 3y. Alright, so 7 plus 3 is 10. We go 2x plus 10 equals 3y. Okay, so now we've got to get rid of the 3 in front of the y to get the y by itself. So we can go divide this one by 3, divide that one by 3, those cancel out. So we end up with this one here, 2x plus 10 over 3. And just like the previous example, we can break these up. We can get 2x divided by 3 plus 10 divided by 3. Okay? So we can now say that y equals 2 over 3x plus 10 on 3. And we're just looking up here now. And so if somebody asks you what's the gradient and the y-intercept of this graph, you can say that, well, m over here is the gradient, so that's 2 on 3. And the y-intercept here at c is 10 on 3. I'm going to do one more. This one's just a little bit tricky. If we have something that looks like this, okay, this isn't in standard form because it's got a negative in front of the y. Technically what that means is that's negative 1 times y. Okay? So the y isn't by itself in this case. It looks like it might be fine, but no, the y has to be by itself and it has to be positive. Okay? So the way we do that is we times -1 to both sides. Okay? So you end up with y equals -4 x minus 12, and that is the original form. Okay, that concludes this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.